Listed Places of Worship grant scheme was created in 2001 by the then Chancellor Gordon Brown, and the aim of it was to make sure that churches could claim back VAT on urgent repair projects for their buildings. It's been a hugely popular scheme. There's been more than 13,000 places of worship that have been helped across the country since 2001.
It's been extended by every previous government, but it's now only been extended up to March 2026. So the future for it is uncertain after that.
There's also a cap that's been introduced of £25,000, which means churches, chapels, meeting houses, cathedrals cannot claim back usually all of their VAT from a project, which is now going to fall onto the shoulders of mainly local people, volunteers, to have to go out and find this extra money.
You can see above the cafe where the water ingress has really damaged the plaster. Last year we had a downpour of water that came through the roof, and actually we had to close for the day. Originally, for any listed place of worship, any redevelopment project that was going on, we were able as a church to reclaim the VAT proportion of that project back. We've got this sudden gap in funding that we weren't anticipating. A huge redevelopment build project and a VAT bill of approximately 140,000.
We need this building. It lends itself so well to worship life, to community life, spiritual life. It's here, and it does so much.
St Lawrence's Church is definitely vital for the vulnerable people that are coming in to access the courses, the life skills course, the lunch and learn, the friendship.
We can point you in the direction of what else you might need, like debt counselling or whatever, and hopefully make lives better.
This church can be seen for miles and miles around, over land and over sea. It is a place of safety, it's a place of refuge. So many people have connections to this church. It's very popular, as you can imagine, for weddings, christenings, and special events.
The church is very exposed to the prevailing winds. It really needs a totally new roof. So phase 1 is the re-roofing, and phase 2 will be the tower. The cost of the re-roofing is something in excess of just over £200,000.
My husband and I actually got married here in the church, and in the same ceremony we had our children christened. We had a lot of friends and family from various parts of the world come down, so we did it all in one go.
There is a shortfall of 15,000 there, which is equivalent to what we would expect to or hope to raise in a year.
I think a fair solution would be to have some certainty around what is actually going to be available to churches going forward. I think part of the problem at the moment is that nobody knows in 12 months' time, 2 years' time, actually what is going to be available to local church.
What we've achieved, I think, is pretty amazing. I hope policymakers would understand that and not have too narrow a view of what a church can do.
So as the National Churches Trust, what we want to see is this scheme made permanent. We know that the Listed Places of Worship grant scheme is important for churches. It's helping to keep them open and in good repair. So we want to see this scheme made permanent, and would like to see the cap removed so that churches can claim back the full VAT on their repairs to keep their building open and serving the community. We want the government, local councils, heritage sector and Christian denominations to come together and come up with a plan for how we can keep church buildings watertight and funded so that future generations can enjoy them. So the best thing that you can do right now is to let your MP know that they need to support the Listed Places of Worship grant scheme and see that it is made permanent.